Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Recipes Galore. Today we are going to be making a Greek flatbread sandwich. Now, I'm going to show you what the ingredients are first before we get started. We're going to need some baby spring mix. This is a salad mix. You can find it in the produce section. And we're going to need some crumbled Feta cheese. Let me show you what it looks like. This is kind of sliced, but if you can see that, it's kind of bright. Some crumbled Feta cheese. And we're going to need some chicken. Now, you can get a regular chicken breast and pound it out, but I chose to get some thin cut chicken breasts. Let me show you how thin they are. This is like, we're gonna need some onions, some red onions. If you like red onions, if you like a lot of red onions, make a lot of red onions. If not, don't worry about it. Now, favorite Greek seasonings. This is Zoe's Kitchen. I don't know if you all have a Zoe's Kitchen, but they make a Greek seasoning. Let me show you. Also, Cavendar's, one of my favorites. And I'm going to introduce this to some, but not to others. Let me grab the other one so you can compare the two. You all know I love Slap Your Mama, and I normally use this Slap Your Mama, but they came out, I'm not sure how long ago it's been, but I found this one on Instagram. And it is a low sodium Slap Your Mama, but the ingredients are different. In this one there is, what is the ingredients? It's salt, red pepper, black pepper, and garlic. That's what's in this one. But in this one, it is so yummy, y'all. It is red pepper, salt, black pepper, granulated sugar, granulated garlic, granulated onion, ground celery, and granulated green bell peppers. This is some yummy stuff. I used it for the first time this weekend on some ranch chicken. Talk about Slap Your Mama. So we're gonna use this today since it has the garlic and the bell peppers and the onions and celery that normally go on a Greek salad. I figured this would be very complimentary to this sandwich. So the first thing we're going to do, oh, I forgot to mention, you're gonna need some Greek dressing. Your favorite Greek dressing. Now, again, Zoe's Kitchen makes a great Greek dressing, but I like Kraft. You're also gonna need a tomato, a Roma Tomato. That's what this is, a Roma Tomato. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to season our chicken. And we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on the front and the back, okay? Now, we're gonna season this chicken. I'm gonna start with my Slap Your Mama. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on there. And sprinkle a little bit of this Cavendar's on there. And some of the Zoe's on there. And then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do the same thing to the back side. I'm going to turn my eye on. It's kind of low. And then I'm going to turn this eye on. One is for the onion. Uh-oh. There we go. One pot is for the onions and one pot is for the chicken. And we're going to take this, because it has, the first ingredient is water and extra virgin olive oil in it. Because it has oil in it and it has all those Greek flavors that we want, I'm going to put some of this in each one of these skillets. And I'm going to saute my onions in the small skillet in this Greek dressing. And then I'm going to saute my chicken. Hands. I'm going to put the chicken in here. I'll let it cook in the dressing. And it just gives it that more bold, flavorful taste. In the meantime, while that's doing what it's doing, I'm going to get my plate and start getting my sandwich together. First, we're going to cut our Roma tomato. Wash your fruits and vegetables when you bring them home. I wash my vegetables with water and vinegar about 3 times over with water and vinegar. So I'm just going to slice this tomato. Now if you want to get fancy, you can add cucumber, you can add olive. I am using these thins, these sandwich thins. You can get whatever flatbread you want. I particularly like these. I got my chicken all going. Let me stir my onions around a little bit. There we go. Now, I have my tomatoes ready. I got my feta cheese ready. I'm going to pour my plate over. I'm going to take my flatbread out. Just like this. The first thing I'm going to put on here is my salad mix. Be sure you wash your salad mix too. So I'm just going to put my greens on here. It's kind of like having a salad in a sandwich. Let me stir these around. Grab a spoon so I can stir these around so they can get all nice and sauteed. Now let me turn my chicken. See the back of that chicken? Nice and yummy. And flip the other one. Woo! Nice and yummy. Now, let me grab another one of these because I'm making one for me and one for my husband. This is something quick that I whip up for lunch. Since it's lunchtime, I figure since I gotta cook lunch anyway, might as well cook something that I want to do, something quick. This makes a great lunchtime meal. You could also do this at dinner time. Doesn't matter. Let me turn this down a little bit. Get these onions going. They're getting all nice. And let me show you what I have in my pot with my onions. You see how the dressing has kind of evaporated, and it has, the onions has soaked up all of the flavors that was in that dressing. It's gonna be yum when I put it on that sandwich. The same thing with the chicken. Hold on, let me hold it. Can you see my chicken? How nice and brown it is? Yeah. Just gonna let that simmer a little bit while my onions get good and cooked. They're starting to turn translucent, so that I know it's almost time to take them off of the stove. Let me stick a fork into my chicken to make sure it's not, everything is clear coming out of there. There's no red coming out of my chicken. Okay, because I don't want to overcook it, so it'll be all dried out. Nobody likes a dry chicken breast. I promise you that. So I'm going to put my tomatoes on my sandwich. Now the reason I chose Roma tomatoes is because Roma tomatoes, regular tomatoes have a lot of seeds and juice in it. I don't like that juice. Roma tomatoes don't have that. So I chose Roma tomatoes because they don't have that extra juice that comes with it. So I'm gonna put tomatoes on our sandwich, and just like I said, it's just the right size for this sandwich. Now, I'm gonna take my chicken out. That's gonna be some good eating right there, y'all. Put my chicken on top of there. I'll let my husband have the big one. I won't be selfish. I'll let him have the big one. Let me turn that off and turn that off. Now I'm going to add my cheese before I add my onions.
For an even bolder taste, you can add some extra Greek dressing to your sandwich. Thanks for joining us today for another Recipes Galore. And remember, you can find this recipe and other delicious recipes on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AskTheNanny. We'll see you again soon.